Hola gente hermosa, I hope you are doing well and safe and healthy. Today I bring you a very simple but very effective skincare routine for glowy and healthy skin. This has been my morning skincare routine for the past 4.5 months and I'm super happy with it, so I wanted to share with you. As always, on screen you're gonna see the exact time of every part of this video and also in the description box, so you can go straight to one part if you want to. The reason why this routine is simple yet effective is because we're stepping away of those fancy actives and exotic ingredients and focusing more on safe, well-known ingredients, and in my opinion really good formulations. I know a lot of people watch this kind of review videos to see if the product is worth buying or not, and hopefully with all the information that I'm gonna give you, because we're going deep with every product. We're looking at ingredients list, we're going at texture, we're going at color, we're going at, you know, how it looks on the skin, how it feels on the skin, and my humble personal opinion too. You'll be able to decide if a product is worth for you, if it's good for your skin, and if you actually want to buy it or not. And as always, I'm gonna mention real quick how my skin was during the period of time where I was using these products. As you probably know, I have dry, sensitive skin, and when I started using this routine at the start of February, I had a lot of itching, I had a lot of dry patches. It was not as bad as it used to be last year, but after coming back from Ecuador, I used the wrong products there, and I could definitely notice how my skin barrier was a little bit compromised again, how I was dehydrated so quickly, had a little bit more of irritation. You'll never see me red unless I'm like at the gym giving it all. It's very hard for me to get like redness, and I had redness all over here all the time, which is not normal to me and is a clear sign of, you know, maybe you're doing something wrong. But during these 4 months, I've seen a huge improvement on my skin, to the point that I'm confident to say that I'm not like dry anymore. Like I'm between dry and normal skin. Also had an allergic reaction last week, and it was not as bad as it used to be. Like it goes down way faster, and my skin after 2 days it's already like normal again. It's just like, ah. It's such a nice feeling. It's such a relief, especially if you have experience with eczema and really sensitive skin, like not only contact dermatitis but in general reactions. It's so nice to be able to say, hey, my skin is a little bit better. All right, but now for what you came for, the routine. First step, cleansing. I don't cleanse in the morning. I'm gonna list down a few cleansers that I like down below in case you sweat a lot during the night or you produce a lot of oil during the night and you need like a gentle, quick cleanse in the morning. No matter what skin type you have, if you have irritated, sensitive skin, I would highly suggest trying not to cleanse in the morning. It's really worth trying because my skin is not dirty, like I just slept. So in case there is any kind of, you know, residue from what I applied the night before, something that has not really been soaked in, absorbed, or worn off or whatever, I just rinse my face with water and that's it. As a personal preference, I tend to rinse my skin with a little bit more of cold water than warm water, but not ice cold. Like extreme temperatures are not good for your skin. The next step is a little bit of something that makes sense in my head, but I have no proof that this is like something legit, so take it with a grain of salt. Even the hard water from the tap would irritate my skin, especially around the eyes and around the mouth, which are like my eczema prone areas. When my skin was very irritated, I used to cleanse with thermal water, like put it in a cotton pad and swipe it across my skin. I don't do that anymore. I like to apply my products on damp skin because apparently it enhances the absorption of every product, but I don't want my skin to absorb the hard water from the tap. So what do? I rinse my face, I tap it dry with a towel, and then I put a quick layer of thermal water. So my skin is damp again, and the water that my skin is gonna absorb is gonna be thermal spring water. The one I use and I've been using for a very long time is the one from La Roche-Posay, and they claim the thermal water to be very high in selenium and antioxidants. Selenium is a mineral that is known to kind of have this soothing effect on the skin, and antioxidants are great to fight free radicals. Now, an important thing that I want to note is La Roche-Posay sells to China, which means that by law the company has to test on animals. So it's not cruelty free. I'm just not comfortable with it at all. I actually stopped using Aven because of the same reason. I had to substitute a lot of products that I actually really liked, especially from the Toleraine line from them. If you have any recommendations for a substitute for this, leave it below. I will be forever grateful. We come to the toner stage, and I've been loving the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner. I honestly bought it for the hype. Like, it was so hyped up and I was like, alright, let's see what the big deal is, right? It's that good. It's really good. Whenever you try it the first time, it's just such a unique texture, especially because they were one of the first brands, if not the first brand, that came out with this type of formulation. The first time you try it, it's definitely this wow effect, like, what the hell am I applying? Because it's so lightweight, but it leaves you, I never want to say film, because when you say film, people feel like it leaves like a residue on the skin, but it's not. It's just like this, a very velvety, soft kind of moisturizer. It's such a unique feeling. Targeted more for dry skin types. On the bottle it says, a cream melts into a skin refiner, a hydrating skin refiner that provides ample moisture to the skin at the very first step of skincare routine. If we go to the website, Laneige, which is owned by Amore Pacific, if you didn't know, recommends this product if your skin is feeling tight inside, dry and sensitive, or to moisturize their skin with a toner alone. Those are big claims, and I would not advise anyone, no matter how oily your skin is, to use this as a moisturizer, like as a toner and as a moisturizer. Even if you layer it up, I just don't think is occlusive enough. Too risky, in my opinion, to use this as a moisturizer. You probably will get dehydrated during the day. It's not occlusive enough. It's a toner with new formula in which a whole bottle of cream is dissolved with safe ingredients to keep the skin hydrated and healthy. I'll be looking at my tablet, but you will have the ingredients somewhere on the screen. So we have water as the first ingredient. Then we have butylene glycol. That is a texture enhancer, but it's like very lightweight. Glycerin, we all know glycerin is an amazing humectant to help to keep the skin hydrated. Then we have meadow foam seed oil. It's a very good plant extract that acts as an emollient. It is helpful to soothe the skin, but it's also helpful to kind of give that smooth effect on the skin. 1,2-hexanediol, that is a preservative. It has this moisture binding capacity in the formulation. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emollients. We have ethylhexylglycerine. That was another accent from another language. I'm sorry. That is a skin conditioning agent. Propanediol is also in a lot of skincare products. It gives you that kind of dewy finish plus that smooth texture, like what I call velvety texture. You know, that you touch it and you're like, ah. Sodium EDTA, that is also very common in cosmetics in general, because it's an ingredient that kind of prevents some ingredients to bind with other ingredients inside that product. Like, it's very important for the formulation of a product. And then second last, we have the Camellia sinensis leaf extract. That is green tea, and it's known to be very high in antioxidants and be very good for inflammation. It has a potent anti-inflammatory effect. The last one is a fat-soluble compound that apparently is rich in vitamin E and antioxidants. Looking at this list, we see that there are a lot of ingredients that take care of the smoothing and conditioning skin part in this product. We have water as the first ingredient, which is always good to make sure that you get enough hydration. Since toners are supposed to hydrate, we don't have alcohol denaturated or any other drying ingredients. There are no like common allergens or irritants in here. My only issue would be, I've not found anywhere the percentage of the green tea extract. Green tea extract, with the word extract, it's supposed to mean that it's more potent than just like green tea water. It's not diluted, it's like a potent extract. At the same time, it's the last second ingredient. But at the same time, when you see advertising for this product, they do mention the green tea extract, which whenever you hear it without looking at the ingredients list, you suppose that it's like high percentage. They don't say how much of green tea extracts in here. It's just a little bit confusing, but other than that, this is an amazing product. You will see in the clip that the texture is so nice. It's extremely lightweight, it's buildable. You can apply multiple layers of this if your skin feels really dry, and it's not greasy or too occlusive or too suffocating. It feels really nice on the skin. So from the ingredients, it has that smoothing texture finish and also a very dewy finish. Whenever you have a product that you have to kind of apply like this, you don't want the hole right here to be too big or too small, and you don't want this part, the plastic part right here, to come off. It's also pretty easy to recycle, and this is my second bottle, so it's not too hard to take the plastic part right here out, so you can recycle the bottle. This layer is absolutely gorgeous underneath any skincare I put on top, any makeup I put on top, and you always get that dewy finish. Feel it, like if you take a little bit and rub it between your fingers, you can feel the tiny little bit of occlusive, the tiny little film in a good way. Next step would be a serum, and I don't think serums are extremely necessary when it comes to a skincare routine. I don't always use them, but I do feel it whenever I don't have a serum on. I've been using the collagen booster from the Inkey List. Alright, so if we go to the Inkey List website, they say you can use a AM or PM. It's on the treat part of your skincare routine, so clean, hydrate, treat, moisturize, SPF, and they put it right in the middle on treat. They say that this is a serum that works to make the skin appear plumper and firmer to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. The Matrixyl 3000 peptide, this smoothing and hydrating serum mimics the effect of what natural collagen would do to your skin, helping it appear plumper and firmer. I really hope I'm pronouncing the ingredients right, because I have like a mix of accents and I'm not a pro, so don't be harsh on me, okay? And the ingredients list is also pretty short. Duh. So we have water, we have glycerin, butylene glycol, propanediol. We talked about all those before. We have phenoxyethanol. That is a very common preservative in skincare and cosmetics in general. And it's not allowed to go over 1%. Hydroxyethyl cellulose. It's a plant extract, texture enhancer, like to make it a little bit thicker, they put that into this formulation. Disodium EDTA, we've mentioned it before with the Laneige toner. And we have radish root ferment filtrate, which again is a preservative, you know, to avoid the product going bad through air, through contamination in general. It's just a plant derivative preservative. Carbomer, it's another thickener that is used way more in gel consistencies, and this one is well-known hyaluronic acid for hydration and moisture boost. Actually, the Inkey List says that after cleansing hyaluronic acid, if you're using it and toning, apply a pea-sized amount of the serum and then pat it in. It has hyaluronic acid, but it's such a little concentration that the Inkey List says if you want hyaluronic acid, then put it before this. I'm not going to say this out loud, but the next two are peptides, and then we have polysorbate 20, that's a common cleansing agent, but I think in this formulation is used as a emulsifier. I'm not quite sure. We have two tetrapeptides. Now peptides, what do they do? Because we have apparently 4. They're at the end of the ingredients list, so they're probably in a very low percentage. Peptides, I like to use them more for the hydrating part of it, and not so much for like the firming and aging preventive part of it. After a skin reaction, my skin gets very weird, and I have a lot of very fine lines right here and all over, like around my mouth. The peptides, this could have a kind of a long-term benefit to your skin and the appearance of your skin. At the same time, because of the formulation, I do see instant improvement on very fine lines. Plump effect, you can actually see it with this product. A lot of people think that this has collagen in it because it's called collagen booster. That's why you should always read the ingredients list. First of all, collagen applied topically, it does not do much besides, you know, hydrating. It's a collagen booster because it has certain types of peptides that are supposed to encourage your cells and your skin to produce more collagen and to be more firm and plump. It's very lightweight. It does not ball up like other the Inkey List products I've used before. It layers very, very nicely underneath other skin products, even though it has that slightly tacky texture whenever you apply it. You don't notice that afterwards, like at all. I honestly just bought this one because, you know, I saw it there and I was like, why not? And it has actually impressed me, and that's why I kept it in my routine. Whenever my skin was feeling a little bit more dry, I could definitely feel that by using this, my skin felt a little bit more comfortable while, you know, gesticulating. Now we're going to the next product, and this is a little bit tricky because I've been using the Oh So Simple water cream as my moisturizer for months now. I'm very sad because it's almost empty. Before we get into the ingredients, which is not going to take long because it has like 10 ingredients in here, it doesn't matter how much care you want to take on your skin and how basic you want to go, you still want that kind of touch of fanciness as a consumer. And after 2 months, I was a little bit bored of this moisturizer, I gotta say. So simple, and you know, I'm not mad about it because it's exactly what it claims to do. And indeed is. It's so freaking simple. I'm gonna share with you the combination of this product and an oil. I'm telling you this because I used this 2 months on its own and it was good. It was okay. It was totally fine. But by adding on top the ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil, this combo is so good. I am brave enough to say that not only for dry skin people, I tried it on my boyfriend multiple times. My boyfriend has more of a combo oily skin type. Beautiful on the skin, beautiful during the day, the appearance of the skin during the day, really nice. And I'm really excited about this, right? Because I've also tried it with argan oil, with marula oil, and with hemp seed oil. But I don't know why with rosehip oil it's just together. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm crazy, but if you want to add something to this, try it out. It's great combo. Now we go to the Oh So Simple water cream ingredients list, and they made it so easy for me. If you're on the Krave Beauty website and you go to the ingredients list, you have the ingredients listed, and then you have every single ingredient listed with what it is or its purpose in this formulation right next to it. So we have water as the first ingredient again, butylene glycol, which is moisturizer and solvent. Squalene works so well with my skin that every time I see it on our ingredients list, I'm just like, solvent, another emollient. We have ammonium, not gonna pronounce that for this viscosity and just for the texture itself. Avena sativa, which is oatmeal extract, as the second last ingredient. However, it's not on such a low percentage, even though it's the second last ingredient, because it's only like 9 to 10 ingredients in here. I use this as my daytime moisturizer, regardless of how my skin feels like, because it's so simple. I can use it when my skin feels absolutely amazing. I can use it whenever my skin feels dry, parched, sensitized, horrible, and it always gives me kind of that refreshing effect because it's a gel moisturizer. But whenever my skin is sensitive and irritated, I do get that soothing effect during summer to cool down my skin, like have it in the fridge and then put it on in the morning. And the last ingredient is a preservative. For the ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rosehip oil, rosehip oil is apparently good not only for drier skin types but also on oilier skin types because it's high in linoleic acid. And instead of rambling for half an hour trying to explain what it is, I'm just gonna read what it says on the page and then share my opinion, like my personal opinion about it. Rosehip oil is rich in linoleic acid, linolenic acid, and provitamin A, all of which degrade when the oil extraction process involves heat. While cold press extraction is complex, it preserves all the quality of this important oil, which has been shown to reduce signs of photoaging and many other skin conditions. Now, rosehip seed oil is a lot of times targeted for mature skin because it's supposed to have kind of anti-aging properties because of its vitamin A content. I'm not gonna start rambling about it, but there are studies that support the fact that rosehip seed oil can help against scarring and against photoaging. Another thing that I just noticed, they put on their website that this is true. It has a very potent scent. It does smell like fish oil. You will notice. It doesn't bother me at all because it goes away very quickly, but whenever you apply it on your skin, it it is a strong scent, and they say that a rosehip seed oil is completely unrefined and imparts a natural scent partly due to its high omega fatty acid content. This scent is not an indication of rancidity. Rosehip seed oil that does not have a scent is refined and offers reduced benefits. Rosehip seed oil in general is pretty lightweight and it does not leave that greasy, oily feeling. I've tried multiple ones, and this one as well, it absorbs very quickly. For my boyfriend, it also got absorbed very quickly on its own and with the cream. And yes, I used my boyfriend to compare products on different skin types. It apparently has antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory benefits and can also help with a wound healing and just healing of your skin in general. So if you have kind of acne scars or are acne prone, this may be good for you. One bad thing I have to say about the ordinary oils, like bottles in general, this has happened to me more than once now. I'm gonna insert a clip where you can see it better, but this kind of goes up, and whenever I'm trying to get the product, it goes up until here, which means that this, with the time, even though it's silicone, it kind of gets moist from the product inside, and a lot of air gets inside. So when we're talking about, you know, the preservation of the product, to me, it does not really make sense to have an opaque container if every time I close it, because see, now it's like completely fine, and then whenever I close it, it kind of goes up. And I'm not closing it too much, because if I do this, it's almost open, you know? It's weird, and this has happened already with like a few of the ordinary products that I've tried. These two also layer beautifully underneath other skin products, underneath makeup. These two give you such a beautiful glow. I really enjoy these two together. Sometimes a little bit on the colder or drier days, I thought this was not occlusive enough for me. For my boyfriend was like completely enough. I just needed that tiny little step further. All right, and then we come to the last product, edited. I don't know how long this video will be, but I feel I've been sitting here for years. Last step, a very important one, even during quarantine, SPF. I've been reaching for two sunscreens a lot the past few months. One of them is the Untitled SPF 50+ UVB plus UVA very high protection invisible ultra resistant fluid, non-perfumated, from La Roche Posay. Just to finish it up, this one has a very nice texture. It's very liquidy, but as I said before, I'm trying to step away from La Roche Posay, and I just wanted to finish it off. And the second one, and I am already sorry, is the Beet Shield. I know I mentioned a lot. I just didn't want to lie and bring up a sunscreen that I have not been reaching for. Promise you, I have a lot of videos coming with like other sunscreens that are not this one, and bringing up another sunscreen would have been lying. Also, this is a routine for healthy and glowy skin, and the glow this gives you, everyone has little things that make them feel good, and during these past months I reach for this so much, not only because it's a great product, but I really enjoy using it. And skincare, to me, it's a very important thing and a very important step in my morning or in my evening. And the past few months I really wanted that extra glow on my skin. I didn't feel like wearing makeup, but I really wanted that beautiful glow, and this gives me that glow. So when we go to the Krave beauty page and go to the ingredients, you can see that this is like a little bit of longer ingredients list. It's a sunscreen, that is normal. I'm not going to go into such detail into this ingredients list because sunscreen formulations are a little bit different than other skincare products. They don't only have the filters as ingredients. Sunscreens also tend to have a lot of other ingredients that help make those filters stable and to make the formulation work out in general. And I don't feel comfortable talking about a lot of these ingredients, basically because I'm not familiar with them, and it would be just me reading what they do without having enough knowledge myself of what they do. One thing I'm gonna mention though, this one has alcohol in it, and they also mention it on the website. Like, alcohol, really? In order to ensure that the product performs to its highest degree, we have carefully chosen to include ethanol in our formulation. which may be concerning to some, but let us explain. Ethanol serves many purposes in skincare formulation. We use it to stabilize the UV filters, create a lightweight consistency, and as a solvent in our formulation. This was not used as a mattifying ingredient to dry out your skin. In fact, the formula feels hydrating while leaving your skin a healthy sheen. The glow. One thing you can be sure of, and there's nothing in this product that isn't absolutely necessary or absolutely approved for consumption. We even tested the final formula and got a result that we had no irritation on a small test group. They talk about they done a test about it. I'm gonna put it up here in case you want to read it. I'm gonna also leave all the links of what I've been reading down below. Last thing they say is, however, if you are someone who's suffering from rosacea or severe skin condition, we do not recommend that you use the beet shield and consult with your healthcare provider before doing so. The days that my skin was irritated, I avoided putting this around, like too close to my eyes, because it did not irritate it further or anything like that, but it did feel a tiny little bit drying, like on this area right here and like on my upper lid. So I avoided putting it like so close to my eye. For the key ingredients that Krave Beauty put into this product, it's beetroot extract, which is apparently very high in antioxidants. It also contains allantoin, which is known for this soothing and calming effect on the skin. It also has some moisturizing properties, and the other key ingredients that are very high in antioxidant that they put in here are vitamin C, resveratrol, and EGCG, I believe. I know it by heart. Wow. I'm gonna put on screen the name of the filters they use for this formula and for this sunscreen, just in case you want to do your own research and are not sure what filters are in here. Something that I've been using every single day for many months now, regardless if I go outside or not, is a gloss. In particular, a gloss bomb from Fenty Beauty, in particular in the shade Fuzzy. It's also the one that I'm wearing right now. I use a lot of glosses, like every day, like a huge gloss collection, but this is my all-time favorite. I don't like wearing makeup every day. I don't like, you know, foundation, that type of stuff, but gloss is something that really makes my heart happy, and I'll use it every single day. It's not skincare, but I wanted to mention it because I don't really use lip balms during the day. I normally just put glosses on. Even when it wears off, because it's a gloss, it's gonna wear off. Lips still have that moisturizing feeling, even if it's almost like gone. Was not too long of a video. I hope this video was helpful somehow, and I hope you enjoyed it. As always, remember that your skin's health is way more important than the appearance of it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, any requests, any suggestions, the comment section and my DMs on Instagram are always open for you. Please take care of yourselves. See you next time. Bye.